drugs for a patient not registered with him, a patient he had never seen. Also, he had assisted a suicide because he handed over the drugs knowing what they were intended for. Second, I committed the crime of assisting a suicide, the penalty for which in Britain, where I was living at the time, is up to 14 years imprisonment. Although this incident happened in England, it could as well have happened in America, where I now live, because the laws in the United States and all Western countries on this issue are almost exactly the same. The penalty in California, for example, is 5 years. Now, did Dr. Joe and I commit truly felonious, culpable crimes, and did we deserve punishment? Aren't these archaic laws ready to be changed to situations befitting modern understanding and morality? Not everybody has as good a friend in the medical profession as I had. Moreover, why should caring doctors like Dr. Joe have to take such appalling risks? Had I broken down when interviewed by detectives about Jean's death and revealed Dr. Joe's identity, he would have been prosecuted and professionally ruined. There are other cases in which that has happened. Also, there was the hypocrisy of how it all turned out. The authorities only learned of the manner of Jean's death from my 1978 memoir about her, Jean's Way. The book caused such a stir they felt obliged to interrogate me. When the police came to talk to me, I immediately confessed to them and offered to plead guilty at any trial. But a few months later I received a note from the public prosecutor. He had decided not to charge me. The taboo on suicide for reasons of health has been broken since 1980. It is now recognized that elder suicide is widespread, and while it may need to be addressed in terms of social and healthcare policy, it does not deserve spontaneous condemnation. There is evidence of considerable public and legal sympathy for mercy killers, those desperate people who unilaterally kill their loved ones in the belief that it is the only compassionate thing to do. Intellectual giants such as Arthur Koestler, Sigmund Freud, and Bruno Bettelheim chose to end their lives and did not meet the storm of shock and criticism occasioned by Pitney Van Dusen, the theologian, after his self-deliverance from terminal old age in 1975. When Dr. Jack Kevorkian chose in 1990 to help Janet Adkins commit suicide in the early stages of Alzheimer's disease, despite some criticism by a few psychologists and self-styled ethicists, there was tremendous public support for his compassion. The time is still far off when physician-assisted suicide in justifiable cases will be lawful in all enlightened countries. Only the Netherlands, Switzerland, Oregon, and Belgium so far have made legal and social progress in this direction. I first published my book on self-deliverance, Let Me Die Before I Wake, independently in 1981. No mainstream publisher would touch it. Despite a hail of criticisms and hypocritical commentary, it sold well, more than 130,000 copies, and countless hundreds of people have used it as an informational aid to end lives that for medical reasons were unbearable to them. There may have been abuse of the book. When a product is available to some 300 million people in North America, nobody can verify the reasons for every death, but misuse has yet to be documented. In its updated version, Let Me Die Before I Wake continues to find readers because it deals with self-deliverance as it affects the individual and the family. In that respect, it is timeless. Now is the time to go one step further. Final Exit, The Practicalities of Self-Deliverance and Assisted Suicide for the Dying, is a book for now and the future. As a society, we have moved on. People today are remarkably well informed about medical problems through television, magazines, and books. Personal autonomy concerning one's bodily integrity has taken hold in the public imagination. Most people have an opinion regarding the situations of Nancy Cruzan, Karen Ann Quinlan, Roswell Gilbert, and other right-to-die celebrity cases. Physicians are now more likely to be seen as friendly body technicians and no longer as the